Welcome you all. In this video, we are going to see about responsive design with Bootstrap and Material UI. To do this, we are going to open the experiment folder in VS Code, and also I want to run the previous experiment. Just I will give npm run start inside the experiment folder. Sorry, npm run dev inside the experiment folder. Now it is running. I'm getting the old experiment in the output. So I want to continue to do the current experiment. I will create one folder under components. That folder name is ex5. Inside, I want to create a folder. Inside ex5, I will create a file called ex5.jsx. I'm using ex in the capital. Now I will create a function in the same name of file ex5. Function should have a return block. Whatever you are returning, you may get that in the web page. So return should enclosed with a whole div. Whatever you are returning inside this return block only, there is a possibility to get in the web page. In this, I'm going to design a form. Initially, I will design the form without a Bootstrap and Material UI integration. You see how it is coming it. I will use my own CSS also. After that, I will use the Bootstrap so that the form will get some additional features. So let me start to design that form. That form is going to be the sign up form, which will be with the two input box. One is for name, and we are having input type equal to text, and name of this box I can give it as T1, ID as username, and self-closing tag. This is for the name. Similarly, I want to create for the password. Before doing that, I'm just using two BR tags, break tags, then password. Let me have it as one break tag, that is sufficient. Input type equal to text, name equal to T2, ID equal to PWD. Then closing the password input box and making another break tag. Here I will create a button. This is for login, and then this button I will say, as of now I'm having the button. Okay, now this output I need to see it in the page. How to see this output in the page? I need to make it as export default. So this will be exported. Wherever I want, I can able to import this. Now you will just save this and go to main.jsx. Here I am just importing content for my previous experiment. I will remove that. Okay, I will import ex5. While typing, it will suggest you just double click it. It will automatically import in the page. Now check the output how you are getting that ex5. This is the output you are getting in the web page. Okay. Now Let me to make a style for this, my own style. So I'm just going to my EX5. I will import from current folder, that is dot slash style.css. So I'm importing style.css in the current folder. So current folder means in EX5. There is no file called style.css. I will create that in the same name. Now file gets created. Let me divide this into two. So I need to make the style for this EX5 sign in function. Okay. So now to make the style, I need some class ID or div name, like a tag name, to apply it over here. Okay. Now I'm going to have it as a class name. I will say this is login form. Okay. For this login form class, I will write a style here. Dot login form. Dot corresponds to the class name. I will say border 1px solid red. Then next I will say the width and height of the box. Width I will say some 350, or I will say it in VW. Okay, VW, that is view width. If I say 350px here, always it will be 350px. If you see it in the mobile screen as well as in the laptop screen, I want that to be responsive. So I will go with uh, like 20 VW for the width, and height 20, sorry, 30 VH, view height. Okay, view height 30 VH is view height. Okay, let me check how it is appearing. You can see that it is not appearing. It may be because of the spelling mistake I had done here. FORM form. Let me check it again. Now I will just reduce the browser size. Okay, 100%. This is the normal size. Now you can see the height is way higher, and the width of the box is just about okay, and it is not been having the proper alignment. Okay, we need to bring it to proper alignment. To make it into the proper alignment, I need the table tag. Okay, I'm going to do the table one. I'm going to replace this div as table tag opening and table tag closing. Okay, inside table tag, I will have first table row tag. In this table row tag, first table data, that means first column, that is nothing but name colon, and then second TD tag, which is going to be the input text box, this one. Okay, similarly another table row, here I will have one TD tag with the password colon. To make another TD tag, I will have this input box. Then I will remove this BR tags now because I'm using table row. Let me have third table row which will have TD tag, and there I will have this button. But remember, I'm having third row only one button. So I can say it here, call span equal to 2. That means one column, that means two columns will be merged together. Okay, here only one TD tag which is equal to two TD tags. So it will merge it together. Okay, now let me have one more table row in the top. Inside that I will say login page. Okay, And in this login page also, there is only one TD tag, but actually it should be two. So I'm merging the two columns as one. So it is equivalent to two. Now we will check the output, how it is. Okay, it seems to be a little more aligned. Initially, I will give table border also for checking the alignments. Okay, later I will remove it. Now I will say border equal to 1. You can check how the table is being designed here. Okay, the table looks good. Now I will resize the browser. Okay, I will resize the browser. You can see the text box is not changing its size. The text box is taking always the same size. This is not good. For example, this is the mobile view, the shorter one, and the lengthier one is the laptop view. The text box doesn't change its size. That's not. Whenever I'm changing the screen width, I want that also to be responsive and little bit. I want a good design. Okay. For this purpose, I'm just going to say in Google Bootstrap text box. Okay. Bootstrap text box. So in this, I will open the second link. Here you may see variety of things. Okay. I want to try it this. Just make it side by side. You can see the text box is here and the corresponding code is here. How they designed, they made a text box here with one class. This class is going to appear. This class is going to give you the style for this box. So I will use this class. Okay, I will copy this class equal to in my text box. I will apply just after type class name equal to this form control. Similarly, I will copy this class name equal to form control. Then I will apply it in the second one as well. Okay. You just see my text box is going to have the same class name. Okay, ma? Now, if this need to work, okay, if this tail need to work, I'm not writing the form control in the right side one. So where is that form control definition? It is available in the third party library, which is from this three link and scripts. So we need these support to get that style. Just copy the support. That means CDN, Content Delivery Network. Copy this and then go to your HTML. See where you have to paste this in head tag. Okay, after title and meta tag. So where is your head tag? You have to go to your HTML, index.html. In index.html, okay, here, index.html, you are having, let me check this. You are having already head, link, and meta tag. Just before title, I'm going to paste this. Before title, I will paste this three lines. One link line and two script line. I saved it. Now, let me check the output, how it is appearing. Okay. Now see my text box, how it is changed. Now resize the browser. See your text box is also resizing. Your text box becomes responsive. Correct? Okay. Now I want the button also to be more styled. And I want one more drop down box for saying I'm a admin or I'm a user, like who I am logging in. Maybe if I want to say that, I will create that. I want to demonstrate you one drop down box. That's why I'm doing that. Okay. I will copy the table row. Okay. I'm just switching to 1. I will copy the table row. After password, I will paste it. Okay. Here, instead of password, I will say role. In this role, I don't want a input box. I want a drop down box. Okay. For drop down box, in the same link where you got this CDN, okay, where you got this text boxes, just scroll down. You will get the drop down box here. It seems to be okay. Okay. So this drop down box you want, just click on this. Copy the drop down box code. Here you want this box. So this is the drop down box code. Select from select tag opening to select tag closing. So copy the select opening to closing. I'm just going to paste it inside my TD tag. I will realign. I will just select this and I will press tab key to realign like this. Okay. Now it is already having a class called form control. Okay. And ID called cell1. That's okay. And options, I will say options as admin and then another option as user. Two option is enough to me. So I will remove the other two. If I select admin, my value is going to be 1. If I select user, my value is going to be 2. This is like a variable and value. Variable is cell1, something for your understanding I'm saying, and the value is 1. You can retrieve like this. You can reach cell 1 and you can retrieve the value 1 or 2 according to your selection. Okay. Now to make it work, what we required, we need the third party support. That is nothing but this link tag and script tag, which is the same 3 tags which we used previously. So I don't want to use it again. That means already I'm having. I will just go and see my output. You look, my drop down box is appearing in the screen responsive. Okay. Now I need a little gap between the border and my cells. Okay. My text boxes and drop down box. For that purpose, I will just open my style and I will say for TD table data, that means column, every cell padding, I will say 5px. Now 5px padding is applied between your border and the cells. It looks good. Okay. And then this button is automatically now appearing from Bootstrap because the CDN we had included. Okay. But I want this button to be colored one. So how to make it? Just go to the same web page and search for BS buttons. Okay. In BS buttons, I will try these things. Try it yourself. Here you can able to see I want this green button. So this green button is success. Okay. This green button is here, which is having the class BTN success. Just copy this class, apply it in your button. Button opening tag. Button opening tag. Just copy and apply. To make it work, this class, if you need that this class to work, okay, the same 3 lines required, already we are having that. So check your output how it is appearing. Now automatically you are getting the green color, right? Now I need the first top login page. Okay, login page. to be a colored one. So I'm going to try that. I will say here in this TD tag inline style, I will write inline style. Okay, one flower brace for JavaScript, another flower brace for dictionary. Here I will write background color, background color. I can say something like yellow green. Okay, and then I will check how it is appearing. Yes, one lengthy strip is appearing. Okay, now I will just hide the border from the table, which I set here. I will just hide the border from the table. I don't want now. I will remove it and save. Now check the table. You are getting like this. Now I want these borders to be a rounded one. Okay, the login page should be a rounded one borders. So I will just go to TD tag. I will say border radius some 10 px. Let me check how it is. Now it is getting some round in the corners. Okay. Now I want my border of the login page and my table to have some gap, some gap. But what is the problem is I had applied login form class name to the table itself. So it is nothing but table border. I want to separate this. What I will do now, I will say div here. So table, I will bring it inside. Okay. I will write table closing here slash table and opening table in the top here. Why I am doing this is I want the first red color border to be separated from the table. Now you can able to see the red color border is here. Okay, and then your table is getting something shrinked. If I apply border to your table, you can able to note that border 1 save. Now you can able to see the table is here, but the border is here. The table is not at the center of the border. Okay, what I'm going to say now for this login form, I will say horizontal alignment. That is text align center. And another one is justify content center. These two for horizontal alignment. Now save this. I'm applying this two in the parent border. Table is inside. Okay. So now check the output. Still you are not getting that. I will try one more. I will say table tag for table tag with. I'm going to say 100 percentage. That means 100. That's it. Let me check the output how it is. Okay. I will say 100 percentage. Let me check the output. Now you are getting full width, but I want some gap between this border and the table. That is the objective why I done like this. Okay. So to get the gap exactly on the left and right side, same level. Okay. I'm going to try login form padding. Okay. Padding is something inside the border. Margin is something outside the border. I want gap surrounded inside the border. So padding, I will say some 10 px. So automatically now you can able to observe three sides you are getting that level and the fourth downside you are not getting. Maybe height is the problem. Instead of saying height equal to 30 VH, I will say height equal to auto. Automatic adjustment of height. Now you can able to see the height is also properly fixed. Okay. Now I can remove the border of the table. Okay. Now you can able to see little more good this one. Okay. I want to apply some shadow effort for the borders. Okay, which might be good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply text shadow, sorry, box shadow. Okay, box shadow, 1 px left side, 1 px, I will say 2 px. Okay, 2 px left side, 2 px. That means x-axis first one, second one is y-axis, third one like 3 px spread, and fourth one is the color of the shadow, comma again -2 x-axis, -2 y-axis, 3 px spread, and some color of the shadow. Let me check whether it is applying or not. Yes, shadow is being applied, and this border also I want to have a curved border. Okay, now just apply border radius to this. Border radius 1 px, sorry, border radius some, I will say 10 px, even 20 also fine. Let me check it. 20 px looks good. Okay, when I move my mouse over this, you want this box to be little enlarged. This box to be little enlarged. Before doing this, I'm just resizing the screen to check how it is reacting. It seems to be okay. Okay, it seems to be okay. Now I want to just make the uh, box to be enlarged when I move my mouse over this. So to do that, I'm going to write on. When you type on, these are all events. Okay, I want the event which is based on mouse. So on mouse over. Okay, on mouse over, I'm going to call one function called m over. Okay, m over is the function which I'm going to call, where I'm writing this in the main div. Okay, that means the border, red color border, full border. Now I'm going to write that function m div, m over. Okay, function m over. So what you have to do in the m over, I have to first touch this div. Okay, then I have to say the class, I have to change the class name to a different one, and then I have to write style for that. To do that, I will have one ID here. I will say this ID as login, like login. I will say the ID as login. Let me to get the DOM, document object model. Like I want to touch this element. How will you touch this element? You have to write document dot get element. Get element by ID is there. Get elements by name is there, because name is not unique. One page, multiple elements can have same name. That's why elements is occurring. Okay. And then you can touch the a particular element by tag name also. Here also elements coming. So it is not unique. Multiple div tags, multiple table tags may occur. Now I want to use get element by ID. So in this page, I am going to get the element, touch the element by the ID. What is the ID? ID is login, which I given here. Now you can say dot, anything you can say, which are the attributes of this tag. Attributes are in red color. Attributes are in red color. Okay. I want to change class name. So dot class name. See, I'm first touching this div. Then in this div, I'm changing the class name. Okay. Equal to. Now I can say different class name. I can say m over login. M over login. This is the class name I'm changing. Now for m over login, I need to write the style here. Just I will copy this one. Okay. Then I will change it to m over login. Now what style I want to change? That I need to concentrate. I want to increase the width of the box. So 25, I'm increasing 25 VW. Then padding, okay. Shadow, I will increase. Shadow, I will say some 7px spread, and then here also 7px spread. Let me check what is happening now first in the output screen. I'm just moving my mouse over this. You can able to see the box is extracted, but it is not shrinking back. It is not shrinking back. So for that purpose, here instead of on mouse over, after on mouse over, I will write on mouse leave. Okay, on mouse leave, I will write one more function called mleave. Okay, I will just copy this function. I will paste it again. Here I will write mleave. Here I will change the class to old one, login hyphen form. So that old class will get appear. Now save it and check the output. Move your mouse over this, out, in, out. So you are getting good display. Okay. I hope so you had understood the first part of your experiment 5, designing one form with predefined styles. I am using here Bootstrap's text box and select box as well as button. And I merged those styles with my own style sheet as well. Okay, I had written the inline styles. Okay, I had written the inline styles here, and also I had written the external style sheet. When both are written, and sometimes when both are colliding, okay, when both are getting collision, then the nearby one will get the most priority. That means inline style will override the remaining things. Okay, ma? I hope so you had understood the concept. With this, I'm stopping this video. Thank you.